Hey guys, what's up? It's me. Of course it is. We're gonna talk about something. We're gonna talk about something pretty serious today. Something that I just have on my mind, and I feel like making a video on. And the thing is, I wanted to mention just how bad, not even bad, but they were so casual my last two YouTube videos. And the thing is, I do want the vibe to be casual, but I feel like I just could have done better on those videos. Anyway, I also like sometimes want to talk about God on here, but I think I was so scared to the first time that I think in my video, like letting go and letting God, or letting go and trusting God, I feel like I spoke so much more about mental health stuff than actually about God. So we're not talking about God today. We are, in a sense, but I'm naming this video "Is It Okay to Be Alone?" because it's something that I don't know, something that I experienced today. I just experienced it today. Like I was thinking of, I think this is from the movie Starstruck, if you know what I'm talking about, like the Disney Channel movie Starstruck, like or is it like Zac Efron, like why did I just say it like that? Zac Efron, High School Musical. Let me pause. I have 10 minutes to speak to you. It's gonna be okay. There's this quote from a Disney movie, or maybe it's not from a Disney movie, but it's like, I can be around a sea of people and I can feel alone, whatever. That's just how I was feeling today. A little bit, not like a lot, but, and I mean, I had a good day too. So, it's one of those things where I just was like, it started, it made me think about how we never see the real fruition and the good thing about being alone. We never really see it unless there's something to show for it. You know what I mean? Like when we're alone, it's kind of a good thing because it really makes you, it gives you the opportunity, I guess, to take a step back and be like, what is going on in my life right now? What am I doing right now? Like, you obviously can do this with a person, obviously, friend, partner, whatever, but when you're alone, you really are just kind of, you can't really help but like look around you and be like, what is going on right now? So I was just doing some of that, and I'm going through something right now, that I don't have to like share or anything, but I feel like I feel like I'm on the right track of this thing, but I feel like there's nothing to show for it. Like, obviously, I've been taking care of myself and, like feeding myself, like taking care of myself and my mental health and, stuff like that. But sometimes it feels like when you're alone, first of all, what do you even do with your time? That's important, right? But like, we could be doing so much work on ourselves, right? And we're definitely improving in so many ways, but you don't get to see the physical reaping or something, the physical effect of it. So the reason I'm saying this is because nighttime is really my time to just, I don't know, I feel like it's my time to just, where I can really do whatever I want and the world is asleep and no one is, like around or anything. So I was at the store today and I just bought like this little Lego flower set, and I was like, this is gonna be my thing for the day. Like, this is what I'm gonna do like when I get home. So obviously I was alone when I did this, and I had like music playing or whatever, and I did it. This is my little Lego sunflower. It came with a bow, very cute. And I was thinking of this idea, and I was like, what if for a few weeks I did this? Like, I made a little garden. I went back to the store and bought some more, and I made a little garden. I could be like, this is something to show for my loneliness. You know what I mean? But I don't know. That's really all I got. To be honest with you, I made a flower when I was alone. No, I can't really say what I want to say without sounding corny. But a lot of the times we forget that we can do stuff like this. A lot of people my age talk about like random side quests, like, oh, when I'm bored, I do like this random side quest, or when I'm blah blah blah, like side quest. You when you're alone, it doesn't have to be this terrible thing. It can be an opportunity. It's more than okay to be alone because you can literally build a garden for yourself out of Legos. Okay, and I don't know, I just feel like it's something people might want to hear right now because when you're alone, like the first thing that you feel is loneliness, you know? It's like, where did everybody go? Like, there's nobody around me. And people also just have their own, like, lives to attend to. Like, I asked a friend, like, hey, like, do you want to hang out today or whatever? And then, she was busy or whatever. And I just was like, okay, like, I'm alone. But the thing about being alone is, like, you're gonna have to get used to the feeling at some point because everyone, in your life hopefully truly like has their own life and has their own things to do. So depending on other people to kind of avoid the loneliness just never really works out because people are basically busy just surviving first and foremost, and then they're kind of building their own life and empire for themselves. So it's like being alone actually gives you the opportunity to be like, well, how am I doing that for myself? And what can I like change in my life? I was talking to someone about this the other day. Like, I love when people complain to me about, like, wow, I just messed that up. I love when people complain to me about something that they can easily change. Like, everybody has to work, right? Everybody has to eat, right? But I'm talking about, like, say you have a friend that just signed up for a salsa class, but the person, like, complains about the salsa class, like, every time they have to go. Like, listen, first few times it's okay, but eventually it's like, you signed up for this. You know what I mean? You signed up for this. This is something that you can easily change, rearrange, change it, rearrange it. Like, obviously, I am not trying to be disrespectful and talk about it like you should just quit your job tomorrow. Like, that's not what I'm saying at all. But being alone also gives us an opportunity to think about the habits that we usually tend to. Like, I was thinking about it while I was making this flower. I was like, what would I be doing right now if I wasn't making this flower? Like, I should be sleeping for sure. But I would probably be on my phone. I'd probably read, right? Which is like a good habit of mine. But what about when I don't feel like reading? I would just be on my phone. So it's like being alone just gives you this opportunity you don't really have like at any other time, to be honest. And there's gonna be a point, maybe, I don't know how your life is gonna turn out, but there's gonna be a point where you're not 100% alone anymore. Why do you think now some couples want like separate bedrooms? You know what I mean? That's part of that could be a conversation for another day, but it's like everybody in a way, like maybe you're the kind of person that just craves alone time. You know, you know what I mean? Because in alone time, I think we truly can find ourselves like no other time. I definitely believe that when you are in love, when you are in true love, you can find yourself in a different way and like work on your flaws in a different way. But I don't know. I typically view like being alone as such a bad thing. Like, oh my god, what am I gonna do now? Like, nobody's here. But things like this can be made. You know. I might have to do a part 2 to this video, but yeah. I mean, just I think also when it comes to being alone, maybe you should ask yourself, like, well, why am I alone in this moment right now? Am I alone in this moment because there's no responsibilities, or because there's no one around, or because I choose to be alone? Like, what is he? I'm gonna make a part 2 right now. So if you wanna, if you wanna watch the part 2, the sunflower is gonna, it's waving to you right now. Where's the other leaf? Oh, there it is. I was gonna do like a waving motion, like, see you for part 2.